This is a reading of Brenda's blog titled Auditioning Your New Acting Company Members. Dear ones, even though you likely do not feel as if you are a new being, we of the universes disagree. The thoughts and actions you're discovering are more notable than you yet realize. Your need to rest and sleep allows you to add certain dimensions to your being that would not be possible if you maintained your former 3D schedule. Many of you declare that your current activities do not allow you to focus on either rest or sleep. We beg to differ, for just as your body insists you rest when you are ill, so too is it now insisting you rest or sleep more deeply than before. Perhaps you have noted how different your dreams seem to be. They are more like a storyboard of past interactions than a review of the day's events. You're addressing pieces of your 3D being that no longer fit within your new being. In a sense, visiting your personal museum to review your past actions. And at the same time, closing the door on those actions or interactions. Saying goodbye to 3D you and those who assisted you in your 3D exploration. Those in your current dreams have interacted with you in numerous 3D lives, somewhat like an acting company. In your rest or dream stage, you're thanking them for their input while informing them that you are disbanding your 3D acting company, that you're moving on to new experiences with different beings. You are reading scripts and determining which of these beings you interacted with between 3D lives will best fit the roles of your new acting company. Some of those from your 3D past will, of course, be perfect for your new company, but very few. So you are experiencing a long goodbye, for it is unlikely that any two of you will again be in the same acting company. Your new acting companions are slowly arriving, or, if you prefer, auditioning for your new acting company. Perhaps that last thought seems too formal. For are you not going to flit from action to action, person to person? Indeed you are. That is why you're busy disbanding your former acting company and auditioning new members. Some of your new company will surprise you, for even though they intrigue you, they do not seem to have interests similar to yours. You might be selecting them because they activate a latent talent, or talent you prepared for before this earth life. You're like a salmon swimming upstream. There are no barriers you will not cross to complete your task. So you must allow the freedom to add and subtract beings and activities as the push to do so is activated. There are no answers anyone can provide for you. As you open yourself to the new, you are your own guru. Many will wish to know how you achieved your new selfhood in this supposed chaotic world and to emulate you because you feel comfortable with yourself. Unlike what was true in 3D, there are no courses in new you selfhood. 3D life had a basic formula created by those in power, whether within 3D families or the greater community. Your new formula only exists within your being, for you charted it before you entered the earth in this lifetime. Perhaps some of your childhood interests, or elements of those interests, will now come to fruition. For those childhood interests were more entwined with the universal skills than was true as you aged in 3D. Your early 3D childhood was more universally based than any time since. So do not be afraid to look silly or be surprised if you act a bit childish. For that self-awareness, that self-regard, is your shining light. Many of you assumed you would naturally produce a halo or a golden physical feature indicating to others you were a bright light of love. Instead, your bright light is more action-oriented, for your light is your freedom to be in whatever that dictates. Once you truly love yourself, there's no need to perform for others. Even though you have always been the lead actor, director of your 3D acting company, that company was one of shoulds and have-tos, of flitting within 3D social mores. Now that you have crossed the Rubicon of self-love, you will experience new friends and community needs, as well as a disinterest in pleasing anyone but yourself. You will gravitate to those who have similar self-love beacons and interests. You are gently disbanding your 3D acting company through your dream and rest states. So someone you have not interacted with for a very long time might pop into your thought processes. Instead of wishing to connect with them, you will likely think or dream of them fondly and send them on their way. At the same time, you might discover that someone you have never interacted with before seems intriguing, or otherwise draws you to them. You are a new being in a new world, honing your new you interests and talents, something no one can do for you or even point you in the right direction. For your direction is within you and only you. As you display your new interests and talents, not everything will immediately make sense. But each new action or thought is an important puzzle piece to new you. Like salmon swimming upstream, you can no longer ignore the direction or interests you have waited for eons to display. This earth life is similar to claiming an Olympic gold medal. Of course, you will progress in your future universal lives, but in this special gold medal time of Earth, you are daring to be new you in all your glory, despite naysayers and others who negate your interests and skills. You are a shining beacon of selfhood that cannot be diminished, no matter what others wish or demand. So be it. Amen. Did you like that finish? You are a shining beacon of selfhood that cannot be diminished, no matter what others wish or demand. Wow. You know, I've carried this perspective of empowerment with people who were in my orbit. And in my earliest days, those people were my younger brothers. So, of course, I would want to support them. Of course, I would want to see them succeed. Of course, I would want to make sure that they got as much out of whatever experience we were having collectively as possible. And then there was another message in here, this message about basically just doing what was right for you and essentially forget what everybody else thinks. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And it may sound like it's really nothing more than self-serving. I also recognize it as something that is instead intended to be acknowledging self, doing what is best for self, not to the detriment of anyone else, not by saying screw you to everybody else, but instead saying, I embrace what it is that I want for me. I'm worth it. If I feel it's worth it to me, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pursue it. I'm going to be it. Anyway, those are the thoughts that came up. I'm curious to know what you thought about it.